Hello, I'm Edge144 and I'm back with more Minecraft Feed the Beast, and this time we're going to be doing something super awesome, a mod that I'm really excited about, and that's going to declutter my base like a lot. Alright, so the mod we're going to be doing is Applied Energistics. It sounds super complicated, and the mod is pretty complicated, but when you figure it out, it's very worth it. So if you see here, I've actually, since last time, I made a nice little totem pathway to my house to make it dark and spooky. And I'm lazy, so I need to have pressure plates letting me into my own base. I think that's about it, all I've done since last time. And the Applied Energistics is going to get rid of this entire thing right here. And it's nice because this is all, if you see my chest, even the gold ones are just starting to fill up. There's diamond full. This is so much clutter, it's kind of overwhelming. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to concentrate on just the starter stuff of the Applied Energistics, and then we're going to start getting more detailed and farther into it. So the first thing you actually want to make when you're doing this is, we'll see that right here. This is the lifeblood of the mod right here. You're gonna be using this a lot. This is what you're gonna find in the mines, and I actually have Silk Touch. That's why I actually have the block. Silk Touch is very helpful actually with this mod, because if you get the regular block and you actually stick it into a pulverizer, and I forgot to show you that since last time I actually hooked up my system to the Tesseract, Energy Tesseract, instead of having all those engine stuff. This one is actually still an engine because it constantly fluctuates power, and I didn't want to drain my energy cells too much. So let's get back to it, shall we? Let's go over here, cover that back up. So we're going to stick this inside the pulverizer, and it's going to give you about 10 each. So when you mine it, you're going to get probably like 1 or 2. If you're seeing there, it's only pulling up 2, but it's actually popping up a ton right here. I'm not sure why it holds on to some of them inside here and puts some in here. I'm not exactly sure, but it's very nice. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the quartz dust right here, and we're going to stick this into a compressor. And then this is going to give you exactly 4, it's going to give you 1 for every 4 of them. So it's going to give you a lot more than you normally would, even if you use fortune. So we're going to stick those in there, and I have 12 overclockers, so we're going to get a ton of these quartz crystals. You are going to need to save some of the dust because, I mean, you can probably just pulverize the quartz down into dust again if you need it, but you're going to need a lot of both of them. I'm pretty sure you can use nether quartz too, but we have a mining age that has dense ores, and I've been mining a ton actually in there and getting a ton of resources, so I don't think it's a problem. Let's actually let that keep going, and we're going to, why is it holding some in there? It's really weird. We're going to put this in the compressor a little more, just like that. Awesome. I love it. Okay, so what you're going to make, if you're not advanced and you're trying to do this mod, it's going to be a little harder, but you can make something called a grind. So if you don't have a pulverizer, you don't have a macerator, or anything like that, you can make something called a quartz grindstone, and it's actually made with one. I'm not going to make it because I have advanced machines, but smooth stone, wooden gear, and some quartz dust just like that, and then you put the stuff in there, and then you make something called a crank, a wooden crank, and you actually put this on top of it. You just make it with sticks like that, and you can just basically put your quartz inside of it, and you just you hold down the right click function, and it'll just keep grinding it into the dust for you. But since I have nice fancy machines that'll do it for me, and that'll do something like this and get me a ton, I don't need that. Alright, so let's get down to business. So what we're going to do is the first thing you're going to want to make when you make this is everything usually is typed ME. So the first thing you're going to want to make is a ME controller. This is a little, actually, well, let's get to the next step first. So when you make an ME controller, you see this thing right here? This is really weird. Advanced processor. That's going to be 1 diamond and a little bit of redstone and a silicone, which basically requires you to cook some of the dust, which that's why you need the dust. And this quartz cutting knife is important too. So you don't only need 1 because it takes forever to wear out. And let's put it right up on top there. And we're going to need a lot of redstone, which actually, I've been silk touching a ton of redstone in the dense ore, so I have quite a lot of it. So we're going to do that, put that away, and we're going to put this in here. And then we need to cook up some of this this dust, so let's throw some in here. We're going to probably need to cook up a lot. I don't know how much I have to spare, so let's hold on that, because I don't think I have that much. So we put it in here, just like so, and then we need a diamond, and I believe I have a diamond somewhere around here. Not in there. See, even my bags are disorganized. This is sad. Is it in here? Aha, we have 11 diamonds in here for some random reason. So we need to make one, put it just like that, and you're going to get the assembly thing. So what we're going to do with this, and if you see in the table right here, it actually didn't wear it out. It just has, it stays in there and has durability. So we're going to cook this up, and just like that, and now it's all shiny and new. And then we're going to need to have some quartz and iron in the corners. So let's do that. Get this away. So iron in the corners, and we're going to need a lot of iron. This right here, and then the thingy in the middle. Perfect. So we have an ME controller, and we're actually going to put this down somewhere nice. I'm going to make this all nice, but I'm going to be really rough about it. Until then, we're just going to knock a hole in the wall like we did before. We need to actually get some cables. And let's see here. We need some silver. And we need to make some cables. I'm actually going to make some glass fiber cables, and I will be right back. Alright, so I am back, and I made some cables here, so all you have to do is just plug it into your main resource. And what you're going to do is, you're not going to want to plug anything else into the your power, or your machines will blow up. So this is the only thing that should be receiving the power from your MFEs and everything. So there we go. It's going to, with no machines or anything, it's going to be using 6 units per tick of energy, which is, it does add up. So basically nothing's hooked to it, so now we need to make an ME chest. So let's actually get to that. ME chest. Here we go. And we actually need a chest and this weird thing. So let's actually go over here and we're going to craft that. And let's do the nice fabricator because it makes it super easy. So 5 iron. Let's actually get a ton of iron because I don't want to have to keep going back here for it. Come on, there we go. And let's just bloop, there we go. Let's throw a stack iron in there. I don't need that much stuff, but I want to be well prepared, and we'll just get this out of the way. I needed some cables. So what do we need else? We need a chest. So let's actually make one of those right here. Perfect. And we're going to throw that in there also. We need 2 glass, and I believe I have that in here also. There we go. And we'll chuck that in, and I'd like it you just throw stuff in here, don't have to worry about it. So what we need is we need a gold processor, and that's the same way as we made the diamond one, but we use a gold in the middle. So let's do this, just like so, and then we go redstone, redstone, and then we have a piece of gold around here somewhere. There we go. And put that right in the middle. So we need one of these. Actually, we're going to need more of those eventually. So let's go over here and cook this up and throw it in the old induction furnace. There we go. It's all nice and shiny. And we're going to throw this in here also. And, well, actually, we need to look up this. So we're going to need to go quartz, quartz, redstone, redstone. And we're going to do that down here. So there we go. So it was quartz, quartz, redstone, redstone, and then iron, wasn't it? If I remember right. There we go. So this is a conversion matrix. And we're going to use that for something else later in the future too. And let's throw that in there, and you have an ME chest. So what you regularly do is you put this down like this, and you're going to have, this is a regular chest, but there's something to it. You cannot put items inside of it. See, I can't put anything in it, and it's dark. Basically, you can't do anything with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to mine this up, and you can either hook, you can actually hook this to your power, if you look right here, and it will, it's still kind of dark, but it's a little lit up. So what you need to do is, we're going to just put this right next to there. We're going to need to make something that, a storage for it. So we're going to look in here, and we're going to type in storage. You're going to have different types. You're going to have 1K, 4K, 16K, and 64K. So what they're going to hold more, like larger amounts of stuff, but they're going to hold, everything holds only 63 types. So you can have 63 different types of items, but you can hold different amounts of them. We're actually running, I'm going to make this video a little longer because we're not even scratching the surface. So I'm going to make a 16K, so it's basically a little confusing. So we're going to keep making them in the fabricator. So we're going to need a lot of glass and throw that in there. And let's get rid of this. And we're going to make a 16K. So let's do that. Just like so. And to make a 16K, we need the storage block. And we need some redstone also. Let's throw that in. Perfect. I think everything else is good. So how do we make a storage block, you're asking? Well, let's do it. So we're going to need another advanced processor for a diamond. And yes, this is very expensive. So let's put this in here, and then we need that redstone even more. Let's get some more redstone. Not my pants. There we go. This is kind of hard to follow along, so this will, I'll do this in, this is the simpler stuff, which is kind of a little overwhelming. So there we go. We have another diamond one. Let's cook that up. And here we go. And I forgot to show you, since I put the chest on there, I think it is using a little more 7 units per tick. So there we go. It will keep increasing the more stuff you connect to it. There's a diamond one. So let's get rid of this. We put the diamond in the middle. And what was it? A storage block. So here we go. So with storage segments, I think I actually have some glowstone in here that we're going to need. Here we go. Put that in there. And we need to make some storage segments. And this is really overwhelming. It is there's a ton of steps. So here we go. We need to make 3 of these, which means we need to make 9 of these little storage cells, which is quite a lot. Let's show you how to make one, and then I'll probably do the rest off camera. So basically we're going to need to make, for each one of these storage segments, we're going to need 4 of those gold processors. It basically comes down to that, because you need 1 here and then 1 for each of those. So we're going to need to make 12 for the 16K. It's a little expensive, so 12 of those gold ones, and then basically what you do is you put redstone, or each one of these it takes 4 quartz also, so it'd be 4, 8, 12 for each one of these also. I'm going to craft those, and I will be right back, because it's a ton of steps, but I might actually show you how to make one right here. That is a ton of steps. So what you're going to do is right here, actually, I showed you how to make it, so I'll be right back when I craft all that stuff, and I'll show you me putting it together. Alright, be right back. Alright, so I am back, and I gathered some materials together, and it was getting really expensive, so I made some more quartz. I compressed it down, and so what we need to do is, I was kind of getting a little overwhelmed even trying to explain this. So we need to make 3 of these storage segments, which is basically the 3 and then the gold on top. So we need the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. So let's get rid of all this stuff, and then basically do this on top and this right here. And my cat just meowed, so that's cool. And then what else we need to do here? So we go redstone in each and in glass. So we need to borrow some of this glass, and this goes in the center, and then redstone. We need a lot more redstone, and I threw some on the floor. So let's get some more out of the pouch here. Just another, there we go. Just a little bit. Perfect. So we're going to put this in, throw this in here, and then we're going to need to make 1, 2, and 3 of these. So perfect. And then we throw these in here, and that should be, oh, we need the gold, we need the diamond processor thingy, and let's throw the diamond processor thingy in, and there we go. We have a storage block, and that should help us make the 16K. So we just basically click the little question mark, and there we go. So that all that work that was a lot of work. So then all we have to do is put this in here, and there we go. It all lit up, so we can put items in here now. And if you see what it does right there, it actually I want to show you on something very helpful. So I'm going to actually go into this chest right here and grab some more of the quartz. So it's very unique, as when I told you it can hold larger amounts of stuff other than different kinds of stuff, it doesn't just hold stacks, it actually holds up to a lot. I think I've had up to like 14,000 cobblestone in my single player in one slot, and then it's ridiculous. All you have to do is just click it and take it out. Just like that, super easy. And if you see, is actually using 9 units per tick now, so it does keep, and that's a constant energy drain. So you better have a lot of power. And it's nighttime, so I probably don't have any power going. All right, so that's that, and that's super helpful. So we can actually start putting stuff in there. And I don't know how much time I have left. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to start putting our items into that. To start saving some space. So what I think I'm going to do is actually set up, let's get this out of the way, I want to start taking this stuff out of here and start putting it into my little system so far. Because this will actually hold, it's 16. I was using 4K in my single player and it was holding a lot. So it should be able to hold most of this stuff. It's very helpful. We don't need any of this stuff anymore, so we can start breaking this down. Oh, and I forgot there was stuff in the... there was stuff in the filter. There we go. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to make, I have it set up already, that we're going to make an ejector for the router. All we need to do is just shift click it in there, and then we should be able to extract, there we go. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, okay. Extract from bottom sides, and then all we have to do is hook up this to it. I think it's gonna be hard hooking up the power. Actually, I have power right there. Awesome. So what we can do is we can mine this up, and it's gonna give us both of these, and all we should have to do is hook the glass fiber, which I have on me. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Okay, so all I have to do is purple sides. So I think we have to do extract bandwidth, eject to bottom, eject to west. Okay, that's purple. Extract. There we go. So there we go. So we should be able to just put this on here, and then put this, hook it up to some power, just like so, and then put the 16K in there. And look, it's actually starting to fill up right now. I'm going to put this crud that was in my inventory in here. There we go. So there we go. And I want to show you on the outside here. It is actually pulling it out of here. Let me see. Where is it pulling it out from? I think it's doing stacks at a time. There we go. See, 12, 11, 10 stacks. There we go. It's actually emptying all of this into our system, which is awesome. And 16K should be able to hold a lot of it. Yeah, look at all this. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's 1,800 dirt. That is a lot. And I shouldn't have that much cobble because I've actually been recycling it. Well, I still have quite a bit though. So it's going to be emptying all this out of here. And then we're going to actually, that's so nice that we can basically just throw all of our junk in here now, and we can access it at any time. Look at that. I like it. And we can pull it out anytime also. So we're going to need to set up a more automated system where we can actually, we're not going to need any of these chests, probably not even this project table anymore. We're going to have everything hooked up to this, and that is so cool. It's just basically ejecting and emptying it all into that one chest thing. So it's really cool. How much do we have? So here's the thing it's holding. I just pointed my fingers. You also can't see. So 26 out of 63 types. So there's 23 different items in here. And it can hold 63 in total. 6,000 out of 16,000 bytes. So that's the amount of things. So you can see it's not adding anything new in, but it's adding the quantity of the items that are already in there. So that's really cool. I was hoping to actually get more done. So we're going to want to hook this up to the controller so it can get the power. So we don't have to worry about it having, and then we're probably going to tear this all down and actually start hooking up to a applied energistic system instead of what we have currently. This is going to take a lot of renovation and a lot of tearing old infrastructure of my base down, which is kind of sad because this took a long time to put together. I shouldn't need any overflow system or anything, which is amazing. I shouldn't have to worry about all of this stuff. It basically just gets put right into here. I'm going to show you a nice, kind of like the sorting system I did here, but it's going to be a little more automatic and easier to use. So I think that's about it for this episode. You can actually, I showed you how to make the controller and how to store things, how to make the grinder for the no power, how to, the quartz that you have to use. So we're going to start getting a little more advanced and start showing you some more toys in the next episode. So thank you for watching, and I'm Edgemon44, and subscribe and like and all that stuff if you want to see more of me playing things, and thank you, and bye!